I can hardly believe we're in a new month. We're in March now. So I'm using the Elle Studio March 2022 kit and add-ons to document the month of March 2021. And this is going to be my first page of this 3-page spread. And in my Facebook Live on the Elle Studio Facebook group this month, I'll be creating the other 2 pages for the full month. So what I like to do now is just go through my my pocket tags to see what colors kind of feel right to me to go with my photos. I like a lot of white, but I also like pops of color too because I do have quite a lot of color in my photos. Like that photo of my daughter there with her hat and her jacket on has the purple and the pink. And when I put that striped colorful tag at the bottom right corner, it feels right. It feels really balanced there now that I've put that smaller striped tag, the 4x6, at the top left. So I'm always about creating balance here. Once I get my pocket tags in order, I like to go through my die cuts and my labels to get a great idea of where to put things. Now, if you're not sure where to put a label, because they are stickers, those are the brand new Cerulean label stickers this month. You can always cut those out to just act as a placeholder. I also love this Polaroid style tag here, and I want to take advantage of that by putting my photo inside of it instead of using my collect app print. That's the app that I use for my other photos. It allows me to add my journaling to those photos there. And so I made that little Polaroid style fuchsia print there. I want to put a big bold word up here, so I'm adding happy there. These are brand new chipboard words this month that are just so awesome. They're great for titles. This happy is going to fit perfectly in that 3x4 tag. My A is just going to be on top of the H and the P. It adds a lot of dimension, which is really fun. I also like this little Don't Worry, Be Happy die cut from the monthly kit, and I like to color block my embellishments, so I put that there on the fuchsia stripe. So right now I'm just trying to place a few things. The best way to start a day is great for my workout in the morning, so I'm adding that to that tag. So I always scan in my journaling tag so that I can add my journaling in Photoshop. I essentially use the scanned image of my tags, and add a text box on top of that image. I get it centered, I check that it's exactly the way I want it, and I do this for all of them, right? So I'm doing this all at once. I'm not scanning one tag and doing my journaling for one tag, then going to the other one. I'm laying them all on my flatbed scanner. It's an 8.5-inch by 11-inch scanner, and adding my journaling in Photoshop. This allows me to get a lot more text on the journaling tag, and I can also make sure that my spelling is correct, although sometimes it happens that it's not. Photoshop does not check for spelling, just a PSA. So I add I add everything in. Now, if I have lines, then I will sometimes double up. If I have a lot of journaling, like on this one, I will add 2 text lines per line. If I don't want to do that, then I just change the leading size. So I'll make that like a 19 or a 20 just to match up with the lines. So once I have my journaling there, I cancel the background layer. I essentially turn off the background layer and print my text onto a plain sheet of paper. And then once I print that, you can see me doing right here, I put some temporary adhesive on the back of my journaling tags, and I have a light just to the left of my desk right here. So the lights that I use for filming, I use that light to then hold the paper up and line up my journaling tag so that I can see through it and I know that that's all lined up. Then I'll put that into my printer again and print the journaling. So essentially, it's like a 3-step process. It's very quick and easy, and I just love the way that typed journaling works for me. So now that I have the journaling on, I can get back to making sure my embellishments are exactly as I want them. So for these letters, I am just lining them up along the top, making sure that A is on top of the H and the P, and then I'll put a little die cut circle right below it. I'm going to stick with teal just so that entire pocket is teal colored. I just love adding these little bits here and there. And the great thing about pockets is that you can do as much or as little as you want. Pockets, just putting the card and the photo in the pocket, adding your journaling, that can be enough if that's how you want it to be. Sometimes I have some days where I like to add a little bit more than others, and that's totally fine. And overall, in my album, it will look fantastic. I'm just getting this little thumbs up or thumbs down die cut here, and I really like it, but I'm trying to cover up the two like boxes for journaling underneath the happiness found here. And so I'm just trying to figure out what I use to cover that up. At first I wanted a label, but it doesn't cover it completely. So what I'm going to do is grab a piece of patterned paper. So I grabbed the Love You paper stack, which I just love. I love the patterns in this one. And I'm cutting this pale teal pattern here, making sure that I have, the number of stripes that I want that will essentially just cover up those boxes. And I'm just going to create a little band there, and that's going to help that die cut, that thumbs up and thumbs down, which is pretty much my favorite die cut this month because you can use it either way, thumbs up or thumbs down. And that's going to put that right there in the middle. And I think that pocket just looks really pretty and pastel, just really nice. As you can see here, I added that yellow tag there, and that's creating a really nice yellow triangle there with the happiness found here and the banner tag and that yellow stripe in the bottom right. So I like to create connections like that, create triangles. I think that's a great way to kind of look at your page. The new heart and star chipboard stickers are in cool colors this month, but we also have the warm hues. So I'm going to go grab those and add these in here. So I love, again, color blocking. Instead of using that die cut, I'm going to use this one here, the yellow one that says Simple Joys. And so I'm going to color block that one there, and I'll probably end up stamping something in there instead of writing something. So I think that looks really nice there, and it adds a bit more yellow down to that bottom right hand corner. To create my title tag, I am using the brand new medium Jane alphabet metal dies to spell out March, and I've grabbed this beautiful cerulean blue color from our Cool Hues paper stack. So we have paper stacks that are in solids that match all of our LA Studio colors that are fabulous. And since we have a lot of new cerulean items this month, I decided to go with that. You can always stamp on these first using the medium Jane stamps, which you can see right there, but I opted not to do that. I opted just to go for the solid dies. I wanted you to see just how great these are on their own. Now, just a tip from me to you, you can always cut up your dimensional adhesive to fit these smaller alphas too. So you can, I usually like to slice these scrapbook adhesives by 3L foam squares in threes so that they're nice and thin, and then I can add them to the alphas. And I'm putting these on the cerulean blue label sticker, which is also new this month in the shop. So those awesome label stickers, we've come out with those in a lot of different colors. They're just such a great staple to your stash. Always so usable. I'm going to add the 2021, and I'm going to line that up on that light blue line using the new Jane tile alphas this month. And then I want to add just a few more colors in here. again trying to color block so that green isn't really working for me. I really like having that yellow fun word on the yellow stripe, but still not working for me. I think it's just a bit too much there. So this good times documented is kind of perfect. It doesn't really take away from the rest of the title, but I do want to add a little bit of yellow there since I have it on the yellow stripe, and I'm going to put a little star from the seal stamp this month. So it's like a little shiny star there. So love that one. Super cute. And then I can add a white star at the top. And again, color blocking is always a great way to go. So just matching up my lines with the colors that I add. There we go. How cute is that? Easy little title tag. Then I'm using the seal stamp again to just stamp on this die cut from the monthly kit. I'm just adding love there. It's not centered perfectly, but no big deal. At first I was going to put it here, but I decided to put it on that pocket with my son and daughter so that all of those fuchsia colors are together. And then I need something on this photo of, this is just my morning. It was something that popped up in my playlist that made me really happy. Black Eyed Peas, one of my favorite bands, and needed to just put a little label on there. I don't always add things to my photos, but when you have not a lot going on in your photo, then it's totally a great idea to add a little stamped phrase. So I'm using the everyday tab stamp to add thankful for this on that blue cerulean label. Also seeing what else I can add from the everyday tab stamp. This is one awesome stamp set. If you're a subscriber this month, you get 20% off, which is so cool. So, check into stamps like this that you can use over and over again on all of your projects. Most Elle Studio stamps are like that, but these tab stamps are just the best, like Good Eats, thankful for this. These are the kind of things that you can use on each and every layout, right? So I'm also going to use it up here on this happy tag. So I used it 4 times, just using the same color of ink the entire time. So this one has a lot of journaling, so I wanted to add here's the story to that one. And I'm just going to slide this die cut up underneath of my happy word here and get that adhered in there. And then this one here, I'm going to add 03. There's something about adding the month, the numerical month, and I wanted to, get those corners rounded because the other ones in the kit are rounded on these little tabs. So this is from the March labels. So you can round those corners on the March labels and they'll look exactly like the die cuts from the kit. So I love that. So I'm just adding the 03 there. Something simple. I could have used the everyday tabs again, but I really like just having those numbers down there for something different, just to break it up. And I'm adding that on with dimensional adhesive here. I love adding things to my pockets first, just in case I don't really love it, then it's easy to pull off the pockets. And just adding a little blue chipboard heart there. Love that. What am I going to do with this one? Just add a little bit of dimensional adhesive under there. So for this one, I wanted to layer a little bit more. So I'm just seeing if I can add a little bit of blue down there. I have a lot of blue happening on this spread, so just a little touch more blue. Just added a little bit more pop of color there. I'm so happy with the way that this colorful spread turned out, and using the March 2022 kit and add-ons from Elle Studio couldn't have made it any easier to color block with these beautiful colors, to add little bits of embellishment here and there to make it really stand out. And I'm excited to finish off the rest of the month using this same kit on my Facebook Live this month in the Elle Studio Facebook group. So if you want to join me, check out the link in my video notes to do so. Don't forget to watch my unboxing video to see all of the new products in the shop this month. And if you've been thinking about subscribing, we have some really great deals for you. You can find all about that in my video notes. Thanks so much for watching, and happy creating, friends.